I use their poop in my compost system, and that compost goes right back in the garden.
Oh, he did that with his hands. Oh man, he didn't put no gloves on or nothing. What's going on, good people? It's your brother, your uncle, your favorite realtor's favorite realtor, and we're gonna jump straight into some pretty hilarious videos and some kind of serious ones that the team and I found on social media, and I'm gonna react to it in real time. As always, if you enjoy content like this that we throw up on a regular basis, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button. And if you make it to the end of this video, please leave a comment below that says like "end crew" or something like that, because I always like to know that there's some folks that watch these videos the whole way through. So I'm gonna give my real-time reaction, and we're gonna jump this thing off like right now.
Hey Batman, thanks for coming over and taking a look at the house. I didn't know you're in real estate.
Yes, not only do I fight crime, but I fight homelessness too.
That's funny. So how does it look?
Yeah, it looks good, looks good. We should be able to give you top dollar for your property.
Wow, we're really excited for the next move. Is everything okay, Batman?
I counted 4 bedrooms in this home.
Uh-oh.
On record, it only shows 3.
Oh yeah, 5 years ago we made an addition to the property. 4th bedroom.
Do you have a permit?
And here's the funny thing about that is when you're helping a listing, you know, helping a seller with their listing, it's like all this stuff they start disclosing to you when it's time to sell that they casually seem to have forgotten, you know, when it came to tax time, and knowing that obviously if they build that basement out completely, if they add that, you know, extended part of the home, they're supposed to pay taxes on that, but unfortunately they don't. And when it's time to sell, that information has to be disclosed, so the buyer that's buying that home is aware of that. But hot mess.
For that addition?
Well, we planned to, but we just got so busy with life and kids and... You understand, right?
You do know you need a permit for that, right?
Uh-oh, Batman about to get him.
That would be illegal.
No. It's not like that, Batman.
And if it's illegal, it would almost be like you are committing a crime.
Uh-oh,
Like I said,
uh-oh.
we're gonna get on it right away.
Not the bustle suit coming off. Uh-oh.
Building in safety, we're gonna do all the right stuff. I promise we're gonna get this done as soon as possible. You do believe
Oh, about to be a
me, right,
problem.
Batman, no. No!
Where are your building plans?
I'm gonna go do the paperwork right now. I swear to God.
Swear to me!
That's hilarious. And that's my good friend Ian Michael. He and I are in business. He and I are in business together. So give him a follow on social media. One of the most creative content creators that I'm around and in business with here at Real Broker. But he's a funny guy, incredibly funny guy. That's funny. That's funny. I'm gonna turn this down so I get a copyright strike. I mean, yeah, that's what we do. Show our other side of the table, the representative on the other side of the table, and them knowing my cachet or me knowing their cachet, and knowing that this person is going to be able to get this deal across the finish line, I think is incredibly powerful. So anybody that tells you, especially those of you that reach out to for sale by owners, you know, I just think it's incredibly important to drive home the fact that if anybody could sell real estate, everybody would sell real estate, but you have to get a license to do it. So that shows that you have gone through some level of due diligence, that your respective state says, okay, you know what you're talking about, and you can go help represent buyers and sellers in the real estate transaction process. So like I said, it's, you know, you hear it all the time. It's quite hilarious.
His son Kerville Jr. thought they got the deal of a lifetime, paying $9,100 in an online auction for a home valued at $177,000.
So let me pause right there. There's a thing with buying homes at auctions and those types of websites. It's a lot of auction websites that are out there that you can go and buy a home sight unseen for like $20. But what they don't tell you is in the majority of those cases, those properties, if you don't do any level of due diligence on it, and I'm sure this video is going to break this down, you can buy a property that's landlocked, meaning that you own a sliver of a parcel that's surrounded by property that's owned by other individuals. So it's not like you can do anything with that property significantly because it's landlocked. And I mean, from back taxes to all kinds of stuff with properties. So you really truly have to do your due diligence. I would suggest if you are a consumer and you're thinking about going this route, have a conversation with a real estate professional. At least bring them in maybe on like a per diem base, like you pay them something for their insight and their wisdom, because that little bit of due diligence, of course, title companies and closing attorneys, they'll tell you what's going on with the title itself, but the logistics, what's in the area, what's going on with that property, you may want to go ahead and bring in a real estate professional, in just my humble opinion. All right, let's keep going.
They didn't buy this 3-foot wide patch of green. They bought this, a strip less than an inch in width.
Wow.
It runs right through the house all the way to the back. They feel duped because they say the real estate auction showed the villa, not the strip of land. The county claims the father and son didn't read the fine print carefully. They say it clearly shows the land value being $50 with a building value of 0. This is from the county, right?
And see, that's these individuals thinking that they were getting just an amazing deal from an auction website, and then obviously when the dust settles and you've actually picked up this piece of parcel and you actually see what's going on with it, they paid $50 for some grass. I mean, that's crazy.
County, right? All right. They're trying to say that this red strip right here, this is what was shown.
Wasn't
and
sure.
You should have known.
Wasn't sure.
This could happen to anybody. It really could have.
It just takes just a little bit of due diligence, and you'll be incredibly grateful that you did that. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's the world we live in. Individuals, get a lot of helpful information from other YouTube channels that do this kind of stuff. And some guru tells you how he bought 20 acres for $1,000 and all that kind of stuff. But you really, truly have to do your due diligence. And again, I strongly suggest bringing in a real estate professional at all costs.
Hey, excuse me. How much do you pay for rent in Los Angeles?
About $5,000 a month.
Can we get a tour of your place?
This is my place specifically, but this is one of my listings. Take a tour?
This one right here?
Yeah, this one right here.
All right, I'm with it.
This one is currently listed for $1.2 million.
I like this. This is a cool vibe right here.
So what I love about videos like this, and this is to my real estate content creators out there, get a buddy or a friend or somebody that holds a camera up, while you're navigating. Obviously, this is probably a 3-man job, somebody holding the camera and then another buddy holding the microphone, and then the talent being the real estate professional. And notice how he is walking that individual through the home like a regular client, right? And I see videos like this all the time where you randomly run up on some individual and they're completely shocked, like, who are you and why are you asking me these questions? And then they proceed to really explain things, like you can tell, obviously, a stage. But I like that. It creates a sense of creativity and insight. And he's telling me about the home. He's doing a home tour video right now as we're watching this, but it's done in a manner that, for one, is very good for social media, because social media likes these types of videos. For 2, it's informative. And for 3, he is going to hook individuals with that shock value of somebody running up on him out of the blue. I love this.
Right here.
Nice, but the neighborhood is even better. One of the most prestigious neighborhoods in Anaheim, California. This is also great for Airbnb opportunities. Disneyland is right around the corner. Just think about it. You go on vacation, you Airbnb your property 2 or 3 weeks, you're making money while you're living lavish to yourself. Having friends in the living room, having friends right here in the dining room. You're cooking up something in the kitchen. Just invite.
This is clean. What is this? Is this wood?
Hollywood.
I need something like this in my bathroom. California King.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
3 of you are.
I like this. This is peaceful right here.
It's got the outside deck. You can enjoy outside without the sun just beating down on you.
I need something like that. On this chocolate, oh yeah. There's a lot you can do with this place. You can Airbnb this 10 minutes away from.
Like I said, I picked the brokerage I'm at, Real Brokerage, because there are so many content creators and individuals that close millions and millions and millions of dollars of real estate using social media. Traditional methods and things and ways of going about lead generation. You're going to hear some guru tell you about door knocking and some other very, in my opinion, very archaic way of generating leads. But social media is where it's at. And Ian, again, I learn something new from him all the time when we chop it up, because again, he's a business partner of mine, and we sponsor quite a few agents. And if you guys want to get on our calendar to talk about alignment here at Real Broker, we're happy to do that. But these are the strategies and these are the ways that you, as a real estate professional, especially to my Gen Zs and my millennials, I mean, you have to adopt video, right? Because that was our generation. But to those that are older, you should really try to incorporate some level of social media into your business. Yes, you may have built a sphere of referrals and you really don't need social media, but I'm of the mindset that nobody in my state is going to knock on my door and tell me that I'm selling too much real estate. So if you're getting a lot of sales from your sphere of influence through referrals because you've been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years, how much more business are you going to generate for yourself, and how much more expertise do you have to share with the younger generation, because you take that 40 years of experience, you start a YouTube channel, you start a social media account dedicated to educating the public on your 20, 30, 40 years of experience. And now you're helping the next generation of agents who are more than likely going to continue to refer business to you, and you maybe refer business to them, maybe sell your business when you're done and you're ready to hang it up. But social media is where it's at. YouTube is the only platform that will pay you to advertise your business. I say this all the time, and I love, love, love YouTube. But let's go to the next one.
When you get, hi, how you doing? So when you get 5 people and they get 5 people, now you have a team of at least like 25 people, right? Then you're at the top.
All right, so that was a short video, but that's shout out to my brokerages like EXP, LPT, and some of those other brokerages, that unfortunately they have a stigma for being only about recruiting. You know what I mean? I mean, that's an unfortunate reality, but I always say, every brokerage is trying to recruit, right? Every Keller Williams company would love to have a stream of agents that are, joining the brokerage on a regular basis. Your Remaxes, all these other brokerages that are out there, they're all recruiting. But obviously, this is targeted towards, let's just say it, EXP, and what they're kind of known for, which, and I was at EXP for 3 years. I was a certified mentor, and, there is a little bit of a stigma attached to it that it is, multi-level marketing and it's all about recruiting. But there's some good people that are at every brokerage, EXP included, but unfortunately a stigma is a stigma, and I don't want to be guilty by association, so that was why, for me, I made the pivot to Real.
Years ago, I bought this house
with the goal of turning it into a high-tech urban homestead.
Here's how it went.
This was the front yard when I moved in, this was the backyard, and there's me. I have no idea what's about to happen to me over the next 3 years. Step 1 was to create a garden.
So I put 15 raised beds in my front yard where
Okay, before you do anything like this, first and foremost, make sure that you're in a community that does not have an HOA, because the only way you're going to be able to do something like this is if you live in a neighborhood that does not have an HOA. I'm all about sustainability. My wife and I and our daughter, we've been vegans for 10 years now. We've been very much as sustainable as possible in our world. But something like this, you're going to absolutely need to make sure that you're able to do it, not just through the HOA, but you also want to make sure you don't violate any city ordinances or anything like that. So this is obviously California, so probably able to get away with stuff like this. But before you decide to turn your front garden or your front lawn into a garden, make sure that it's okay. Now, in your backyard, typically in any area, in any neighborhood, you can do what you want in your backyard, stuff like this. But it's definitely 15 raised beds that ain't happening if you live in an HOA.
front yard where I get a ton of sun.
I love eating citrus, so I planted 15 varieties of rare citrus, like this Cara orange. Over here through my rose arch, I planted a ton of artichokes, which come up every year. And you see that little white pipe? It connects to a secret valve behind my laundry machine,
which pumps laundry water from here to here, meaning I never have to water this part of the garden.
I planted 6 rare...
Oh, that's creative. That's creative and expensive, I'm sure. But you make your money back. Obviously in the savings, and obviously this brother's, he's got a whole Whole Foods in his yard. I love it.
rare dragon fruit varieties. And all of this is just the front yard. This is the backyard. I put 24 solar panels on the roof, which brings my energy bill to basically zero. The roof also captures rainwater that ends up in a 5,000-gallon cistern that I use to water my garden. This is my egg machine. These are my egg producers. This door is triggered by sunlight and lets them out in the morning. I use their
Oh, he's the plug. If he got his own chickens, I mean, and the eggs, as expensive as I hear eggs, I haven't had eggs in over 10 years. But as expensive as eggs are, I mean, he's definitely got to be the plug at this point. He got a whole nother business idea just off of selling some eggs. I love it.
I use their poop in my compost system, and that compost goes right back in the garden.
Oh, he did that with his hands. Oh, man, he didn't put no gloves on or nothing.
I installed a natural flowing koi pond that captures even more rain and puts it right back into the ground. But my favorite part just might be my outdoor shower, where all of the water, you guessed it, runs down this drain and waters my entire front yard orchard. I've learned a ton about building a sustainable suburban homestead, which I put into this book here.
Okay, I can dig it. I can do it. This guy, he does stuff like this on YouTube like all the time. I've seen a lot of his videos on YouTube. But I mean, again, it's creative, you know. Obviously, if you're servicing a client that stuff like that is very important to them, I would suggest starting with communities that do not have an HOA, obviously, because you're not going to get away with nothing like that with no HOA. I'm sorry. I just tell you. But obviously, if you live in your more rural parts of the city, you know, that's big on the USDA type loans, things of that nature. You may be able to get into a property like this, 100% covered by the USDA loan, and you can build out your farm, garden, paradise. I mean, that's incredibly awesome, and it's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do on the real estate side of things. You just got to make sure that you bring a professional in. You know what I mean? Someone that knows the area, knows that part of the city, maybe has catered to other clients that are big on sustainability and things of that nature. So I love it. I love these videos that we just checked out. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite video. Of course, I think my biggest favorite was my boy Ian and the Batman outfit when he said swear to me, that's classic Batman. But I'm gonna let you guys go until the next video. This is your brother, your uncle, your favorite realtor's favorite realtor. But before you go, YouTube thinks you're gonna like either this video here or this video here. So make sure before you leave the channel that you check out some more videos from the channel. All right, y'all. Peace.